Voice of Change News.
This is Voice of Change Radio News. I'm Amanda Kumalo. A quick look at stories making the headlines. Zanu Pf deploys by-elections campaign teams. In business news, high-level UAE delegation arrives for key engagements. In regional and international news, UK top court rules plan to send migrants to Rwanda unlawful. In sports news, football fraternity mourns goalkeeper Chigova. The news in detail. Zanu Pf is prepared for the 9 impending by-elections set for December 9, triggered by the first round of CCC recalls, and has already deployed campaign teams to mobilize people to vote for the ruling party. The by-elections were necessitated by the recalling of 9 CCC constituent members of the National Assembly, along with 5 proportional representation members and 9 senators by the opposition party's Interim Secretary General, Mr. Sengezo Chabangu. Moving on to business news, the government of the United Arab Emirates has taken note of Zimbabwe's re-engagement and investment promotion drive and deployed to Zimbabwe a high-power delegation from the Office of the Vice President and Prime Minister to enhance relations and seal cooperation agreements in various economic sectors. This was reviewed by Information Publicity and Broadcasting Services Minister Dr. Jennifer Muskwere after yesterday's cabinet meeting. President Mnangagwa has personally been at the forefront of that investment drive aimed at unlocking the full potential of the economy for the benefit of the citizenry through his Zimbabwe is open for business mantra. In news beyond our borders, Britain's Supreme Court ruled Wednesday that the government's continuous plan to send some migrants on a one-way trip to Rwanda is illegal, striking a major blow to a key policy of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's government that has drawn international attention and criticism. 5 justices on the country's top court ruled unanimously that asylum seekers sent to Rwanda would be at real risk of ill treatment because they could be returned to the home countries they had fled. And finally, in sports news, the Zimbabwe football fraternity yesterday paid tribute to former Warriors, Dynamos and Ghana's goalkeeper George Chigova, who died in South Africa yesterday. A product of the SS Youth Soccer Academy, Chigova was 32. Chigova, who had been a SuperSport United in the South African Premiership, collapsed and died at his South African home. News of Chigova's death reached the Warriors as they prepared to take to the field against Rwanda in a 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier in Rwanda. Warriors vice-captain Marshall Munezi said Chigova's death came as a shock to the team. That brings us to the end of this bulletin.
Voice of Change News.